Making a website has never been easier, and in this tutorial I will show you how you can create a website using WordPress and AI. Let me show you what we will cover in this tutorial. I will show you how to get your own .com domain name for free if you don't have one, and then we will install WordPress. WordPress is the most powerful website builder on the web. It powers more than 43% of all the websites in the world, and it's free. Then we'll install the free Starter Templates plugin, and then we'll create a description of the website we want to create. Then we will enhance our website description using AI and give some extra information about our website. We can choose royalty-free images from a big photo library, and we can also decide to upload our own images to our website. Based on all the information, we can choose the layout of our website, see examples right away, and then we can adjust the look and feel of our website. We can create a bright website or a dark website, decide which colors we want to use, and if we want to, we can build in some extra features like a sales funnel or live chat. And then when we click on Start Building, our website will be made within 60 seconds. Every time I'm blown away by the content that's created by AI based on the information I provided. Then we'll fine-tune our website, adjust the colors a bit more, change some text and images, and it's just a matter of point and click. Click on the image, replace the image with another one, and voila, there you go. All using this amazing free tool. And to show you what is possible, these are a few websites I made within 20 minutes using this amazing tool. So within an hour from now on, you can have your own website up and running. In the description of this video, I have timestamps. So if you want to go to a certain part in the tutorial, you can click on one of those timestamps and you go directly to that part of the tutorial. When I go to fast for you, you can go to the settings here at YouTube, playback speed, slow down the speed of this tutorial. And if you want to go back a few seconds in the video, just hit the left arrow on your keyboard and you'll go back 5 seconds in the video. If you like this content, then please like this video, and if you want to learn more about making websites that can generate you money, then feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Having said that, let's talk about the 3 steps we'll take in this tutorial. So first, you get your free domain name, and we will get web hosting. What is a domain name? A domain name is the address of your website. Web hosting is a special computer that's turned on 24/7 that contains all your files, all your emails, all your images, all the content on your website. So with your free domain name and web hosting, you are visible on the internet. Then we will install WordPress, and WordPress is completely free. It's the best tool to create a website without having to know anything about coding, because WordPress is doing all the hard stuff for you. And then we're going to create a website using AI. If you already have a domain and web hosting, you can do 2 things. You can migrate your current website to this amazing web hosting platform. And I have a tutorial here that can show you step by step how you can do that. And if you already have installed WordPress, you can skip step 2 and go directly to step 3. And I will show you right now where you need to go in the tutorial in order to follow along from that point on. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. If you already have a domain name and web hosting, you can skip this part. If you don't have a domain name and web hosting, you can go to webhosting46.com, hit enter. Then we click here to go to Hostinger. Throughout the years, I've been searching for the best web hosting companies that are also affordable. And then I came across Hostinger. I'm already using them for 5 years and I love it. And I'm not the only one. If you take a look at the reviews on Trustpilot, you see that other people are also really excited about Hostinger. And if you take a look at the Google Trends, Hostinger is taking over the web hosting industry. They're getting more and more popular. Why? Because their web hosting quality is top-notch and they are affordable. So I can click over here. And there are 3 plans, and let me make it really easy for you to make the right choice. When it comes to site speed, the premium plan has SSD storage, which is fast, but with the business plan, you have NVMe storage. That's up to 5 times as fast as SSD storage. So when you're getting started, I would go with the business plan. Why not the cloud startup? Because you can always upgrade later. So when you've made 30 websites in your business plan, okay, then it would be a great idea to upgrade to the cloud startup. But if you're getting started, I recommend the business plan. So what does the business plan have? Over here, you can have up to 100 websites. It's really easy to install WordPress with a few clicks. You have 200 gigabytes of NVMe storage, so it's fast. And you have enough space to create a lot of websites. You get a free domain with other web hosting companies that costs around $20. Here you get it for free. And if you already have web hosting somewhere else, there is a free automatic migration tool that can migrate your website from your current web hosting provider to Hostinger. Of course, you have free email, free SSL, which will make your website secure. Daily backups, so if you somehow mess up your website, you can restore a backup from the day before or the day before that. There's free CDN, which makes your website fast in any place in the world. And with your free domain, you also get free domain privacy. What does it mean? Normally, when you register a domain, all your information that you fill in, your address, your phone number, will be visible on the internet. And companies can start to send you emails like, hey, I can make a website for you. I can make a logo for you. And when you have domain privacy, that information is hidden. And with other web hosting companies, that costs money. But here at Hostinger, it is free. And to make it even better, let's scroll up. You get a 30-day money back guarantee. So it's risk-free. If you somehow don't like the service, you can get your money back. No questions asked. So I will go with the business plan. So I click on choose plan. And then we can decide for how long we want to go for web hosting. And the longer the period, the more discount you get. So if you go for 48 months, you get 3 months for free. This is 4 years. And you pay $3.99 per month. If we scroll down over here, it says have a coupon code. And if you fill in the name Ferdy over here, you click on apply. And you scroll up again, you get 10% discount extra. And then you pay $3.59 per month for the next 4 years. You can also decide to go for 24 months or for 12 months. So if I would say 12 months, you pay $4.49 per month. You get your free domain name for the first year. And then if we scroll down, the total amount will be $65.21. And if you have a company, you can fill in your details over here. And then the taxes will be subtracted. So you will pay just $53.89 for the first year of web hosting and a domain name. And then you can create a website that is blazing fast and have amazing customer support. So if I scroll up, look at this, select payment. There are so many payment providers based on where we come from. So if you come from a different country, you can have local payment methods that are available in that country. So from any place in the world, you can pay with your local payment method. So what you need to do, if you know for how many months you want to get web hosting, I go for 12 months. Then you need to scroll down and we can create an account with our email address. You need to create a password. Then you can select your payment method. And you see that all the information over here is optional. So I will not fill this in right now. I scroll down. I want to pay with credit card. If you want to pay with something else, you can select it over here. I scroll down. I fill in my details for the credit card. And then I click on submit secure payment. Now we are redirected to the control panel and it will only take a few seconds. Congratulations with your web hosting plan. Now we're going to choose a free domain and install WordPress. So now we can install WordPress. So it says, hello, for who is this website? Well, it's for myself or my business. I click on next. Do you want to create or migrate a website? I want to create a website. If you want to migrate your website from somewhere else towards Hostinger, you can click over here. I have a tutorial about that. You can watch it over here. I click on create. I click on next. And I don't want to use one of those tools. I want to use WordPress. So I click on skip. What domain do you want to use for this website? So now we can choose a domain name for our website. And since you get one for free, you can pick your free domain name right now. So I want to go with Amsterdam Serenity. And then I can see if it's still available. I want to go for the .com version. So I click over here and then I click on next. Do I buy this for personal use or for my company? For my company. So I click on next step. Then I will fill in the information over here. And then I click on finish registration. So it's registering the domain. And now you need to think about the people you want to reach. Where are they living? If they live in Europe, you can select France or the United Kingdom. If they live in the United States, you can select one of those two. I go for the United States. So I click on next. So what is happening now? The domain, in my case, this one, is being registered in the whole world. So the whole world needs to know this domain is now registered. That can take a while. It can take a few minutes. It can take longer. So it says your domain is not connected to Hostinger yet because of that. It says it can take up to 24 hours, but in most cases it takes up to 5 minutes. So if I would click on preview website, we have a temporary domain at Hostinger. You can work on that and then put it back later. I prefer to wait until the domain is live. It can take 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I will keep track of this. I will refresh this page all the time and then I will let you know how long it took for my website to go live. So it's now 5 minutes later. I refresh the page and it is live. Your website is running smoothly. No issues were found. So now if you click on this domain, your website is live. This is so amazing. How cool is this? We are live. Congratulations with that. So now let me check a few things. I go to security, SSL. Let's see if that is installed. If our website is secure. It is active. Great. Then I go to website, WordPress. Now I can click on install WordPress. So I click over here. I need to give my website a title. I say my WordPress. My administrator email, I choose this one, my username, and I need to create a password. If you click on advanced, you can install your website on your domain /new or test. But I prefer to install it on the main domain. I click on next. You can select the language of your site. I prefer English. And then I click on install now. I will be redirected to this page. Make sure that force HTTPS is turned on. It is. So I click on admin panel. And now I will be redirected to my brand new website. Look at this, our live website. We are live. Everybody that goes to this domain at this moment will see our website. So what you see over here is the backend of WordPress. This is where we can adjust our website. If I click over here, I see the front end of my website. This is what people will see when they enter our website. And it looks okay, but of course we're gonna make it look so much better. So by default, this will be installed on your website. It can be that it looks a little bit different. And because we are logged in, we see this bar over here. Other people that are not logged in, they don't see this bar. With this bar, we can navigate from the front end to the back end by clicking here. So now I want to close the other two tabs. This is the back end of our website. This is the front end. On the back end of our website, we can adjust our website. We can create blog posts. We can add videos, images, PDFs. We can create the homepage, the contact page, the About Us page. We can moderate comments when people have a comment on a blog post or a product we have. We can change the look and feel of our website with themes. We can add extra functionalities to our website. We can add other users that can do things for us on our website. There are WordPress tools and there are settings. So congratulations, you're live now. What I want to do now, I want to go on vacation by myself for a week on the beach with the sun and Jägermeister in my hand. No, that's not what I want. But what I do want to do right now, I want to clean up our WordPress website. So let me show you how you can do that. Now I want to configure our website in a way that we can work more efficiently. How can we do that? Well, the first thing, I want to dismiss this message. Then I want to go to the screen options and uncheck everything. So the overview of our dashboard will be clean. Of course, afterwards I want to install Google Analytics so I see an overview of the visitors of my website. And if I have a web shop, I want to see the amount of sales. But for now, I want to leave it empty. Then I want to go to the website, to the front end. And I search for my blog post. There's one blog post that will come with every WordPress installation. And in this case, it is here. Hello world. If I click on it, it says my domain /index.php, all that stuff. I want that to look better. So I go to the backend, to settings, permalinks. And there I want to change the custom structure to post name. So I'll see my domain.com or .whatever / and then the name of the posts. So I click on save the changes. Now I go to my website. I scroll down. I click over here. Now as you see, it just says / hello world. That's so much better. Then I go over here. Howdy, Ferdy Corp. I click on edit profile. I want to scroll down. I want to fill in my first name, last name, and then change the display in name publicity to Ferdy Korpershoek. And now it says Howdy, Ferdy Korpershoek. If you want to have an image like this, let me save it first, update my profile. I scroll down. You can change or create your profile picture on Gravatar. So you need to open this link. Then you can sign up, leave your email address, which should be the same as on your website, and upload an image. And that will be displayed over here and over here. Okay, over here at the admin color scheme, we can change the look and feel of the backend, the colors. So I can click over here. It will be light, modern, blue, ocean, etc. You can choose something you prefer, and I prefer the default one. Let's go to posts. I want to select all the posts, even though there's only one. And I click on bulk actions, move to the trash, apply, go to the trash, empty the trash. Then I go to pages, select all pages, bulk actions, move to the trash, apply, and at the trash, I want to empty the trash. Then I want to go to plugins, select all plugins, bulk actions, deactivate, apply, select again, bulk actions, delete. I want to start from scratch with no plugins. Of course, we can add plugins later, but right now I want to start with nothing. Now, if I go to my dashboard, it looks so much cleaner already. Then I want to go to the settings, general, and make sure that over here in my WordPress URL, it says HTTPS and not HTTP. If there's no S, you can add it over here. And also over here. And then scroll down and save the changes. If you need to change it, you need to log in again. Go back to settings, general, and I scroll down. You can change the site language. You can change the time zone. Well, if I say I'm from the Netherlands, so if I focus on people from the Netherlands, I can just say AMS, Amsterdam. And I search the city that is in my time zone, and then automatically everything will be synced to the right time zone. Then there's the date format. I like to prefer the upper one. You can change it to another one or have a custom one. The time format, I like to use PM in capitals. My week starts on Monday. So I click on save the changes. Great. So the tool we will use is called ZipWP. If you open a new tab and you go to ferdy.com/ZipWP, hit enter, you'll go to this website. Create stunning WordPress websites in 60 seconds with AI. You can sign up for free, or we go back to our website. Then we go to plugins, add new plugin. And I search over here for starter templates. There I go from Brainstorm Force, more than 1 million installations, updated a week ago. I click on install now. And I activate the plugin. Now it says, how would you like to build your website? We're going to use the AI website builder. So I click on try the new AI builder. And then I click over here, let's get started. It's free. I'm verified as human. Always nice to hear that. That confirmation means a lot to me. And we can sign up with email, or we can sign up with Google in one click. Well, what do you prefer? I like to sign up with email. So I click over here. My email is this one. My first name and my last name. And then I need to create a password. And now I can click over here to create an account. And I need to connect my ZipWP account, which we just created, with our current website. So I click on continue. And now we need to fill in the name of the website, the title of the website. That's really important because that's the thing you'll be found on. So I will say Amsterdam Serenity Spa. And then I say massages and spa. The website is for, so let's see if they have it. Spa, day spa, health spa, medical spa, just spa, or massage, spa and massage, even better. And the website language is in English. You can also change it to another language. You can search over here. So I could say Dutch, but I go for an English website. So I click on continue. And now we need to describe a bit more about our website and our company. So I will start with the 3 W's, the who, the what, and the where. We are a massage and spa clinic. I don't know if that's the right word, but AI will fix it for me. Based in Amsterdam. Founded in 1997. What? We offer massages, spa experiences, group treatments, and whole days where people can relax and get massages. Where? In Amsterdam, the Netherlands. I can say a bit more about it. we offer 1-on-1 massages for up till 5 people at the same time. People can book a day with us and get a combination of massages, spas, hot tubs, hot stones, and healthy drinks and food. Something like that. So let's improve this with AI by clicking here, improve using AI. Awesome, this is even better. So I'm happy with this text. You can check it and then click on continue. Awesome. Now, if people want to reach out to us, we need to fill in our email address, phone number, and address. So I'll fill in my email address, my phone number, and then our address. There you go. I have social media. So I use Facebook, fill in the address, copy this, click over here, click on the plus. I also go for Instagram, HTTPS, instagram.com/ this one, click outside of this area. Another one, LinkedIn, HTTPS, linkedin.com. And this one. And then the latest one, we also have videos on YouTube. Why would you do that? Put videos on YouTube. I have no idea why people will do that. Then I click on continue. And now we can choose images from a huge library of images. So you see they're already related to massage and spa, as you see over here. So you can also fill in something else over here. So if I would say soccer, it changes a bit. So how about hot tubs or massage? So I can select this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Those are royalty free, so I can use them. The only thing is they don't look really similar. So, or you can let someone take pictures of your company or your store or whatever you have for business and then upload your own images. So I click on upload your own images. I will upload a few. I got those from iStock. You can also do that. In order to do that, you can go to ferdy.com/iStock, hit enter, and then you can search for massage and see higher quality images. So I click on upload images, then I click on select files, and now I can browse for images on my computer. I always give my images related keywords, so I'll be found better in the search results. Then I click on open, I select them, and then I click on continue. And now we can choose between a lot of different designs, and we already see the information we have given it. So tranquil oasis in Amsterdam. So you see the same content, but a totally different look and feel. So I see some nice options. There are also premium options. We'll talk about it later. We're going to make use of a free version. So if you see a website that you like, that you want to use, you can click on it and then you'll see how it will look. So let me choose an option. I think this one looks great. So I click over here. And now I'll see how it looks. And I can change a few things over here. I can change the colors. So maybe I want to have a dark website like this with more yellow, orangish colors. That's what I prefer. Or I can go for a lighter website. I think for the style, it's better to have it light. So those colors, yes, and I can change those colors later. And I can also upload a logo. I will do a white logo because I will use a dark background. There it is. I want to get rid of the title by unselecting that. And I want to make this bigger. If you want to create a logo, you can go to YouTube and search for Canva logo Ferdy. Hit enter. And you can create a logo for free. So that's what I just did. So I'm happy. I can also see how it looks on other devices. And if I'm happy, I click on continue. Do I want to have more features? So a sales funnel, for instance, free live chat. Well, why not? Sales funnel, automation and integration, automate your website. I'm okay with those two. So I click on start building. This can take up to 1 or 2 minutes. There we go. Hooray, your website is ready. So you can click here to see your website. There is my website. Look at this, those texts. Based on what we have said to the AI, it's creating their own text. I think this is amazing. A journey of tranquility and wellness. Book now. Connect with us today. Our contact form with all the information. Follow us. Get in touch. So let's go to the homepage. This is how the homepage looks with the images I supplied or provided. There are even client testimonials. Amsterdam Century Spa provided me with the most relaxing experience. The staff was professional and attentive, and I was left feeling rejuvenated and satisfied. All those words. So that is our website. And not only the homepage, also the about page. More information. Offerings. Hot tubs. Hot stone treatment. Look at that. So of course we need to do a few things. There's even a blog, by the way. Wow, blog post. Look at that. I love that. Oh, look at this. Wow. And since I'm logged in, if I want to adjust something here at the homepage, I click on edit page. And then we use the WordPress editor to adjust things. So if I want to change something, just point and click. Find out more about. If I don't like it, Command Z, Control Z. If I don't like this image, I can click over here, change the image, media library, and I choose another image. That's how easy it is. Okay, our core values. If I want to have a fourth one, I click over here. I see there are 3 areas. I can also go over here. Container info box, I can click here and say duplicate it, and then there's a fourth one. So I can say we're affordable. So if I close this, you see it a little bit better. If I want to have text for this, I don't have it right now. First, I can get rid of this text. Start typing. We want to be accessible. Okay, let me have some errors over here. For anyone, so they can pay the money to us. Everyone to be able to get an amazing experience at our place. So now I can click over here, ask AI. I can say fix the grammar. Use this. That's better. Ask AI, make it shorter. Use this. And now it's beautifully aligned with all the other stuff. So our core values are 4 instead of 3. If I want to change the background image over here, I need to get this back. Then I scroll down. Then I go to the style, change the image. So how about this one? Select, and maybe less dark area on top of it. So in order to fix that, I go to the overlay, opacity, bring it down a bit. And that's how you can roll. That's how easy it is to adjust things in the website. Click over here. Emily, Smemily. Hey, why not? Laura, John. John the Baptist. That's how easy it is. I click on update. By default, the website is optimized for all devices. So that's how you can create your website. Click on blog. If you want to create a new blog page, not blog post, click over here. You can add a title. Why massages are good for your health. Health. Okay, I can click over here, ask AI, make longer. I should have more text to make it longer, but that's how you can create a blog post. If I would go to featured image and I select one, set the featured image, publish, view the post. There it is. Don't like the name that's displayed over here. Hover over here, edit profile, scroll down and say first name, Ferdy, and last name is this one. Display name as Ferdy. Update. So this is our website, and we can add multiple things. So if I want to have a booking system, I can go to plugins, add new, and I can search over here for booking system, or search on the internet for best WordPress booking system. If you found one, let me know, then I can make a tutorial about it. Sugar calendar. So I can search for, or I can take a look over here. How popular is it? Booking for appointments and events. 50,000, 60,000. Bookly. Install now. So then you can go to YouTube, search for how this works. And then you can have a full functioning website. Great. The video is not finished because there is so much more that we can do. What I want to do now, I want to take a look at the layout of our website. Of course, we went to the wizard and could choose colors and fonts. I want to go a little bit more in depth in how you can adjust the content of your website and the style of your website. So let's do that right now. That's sometimes how it goes. Let's do that. So in order to change the fonts and the colors, I can go to the customizer by clicking here. And then I'll change this color. I think it's too dark. I want it to be a little bit lighter, more like this. So I can go to global and to colors, and we use color palettes. So if I would click on style 2, everything starts to look a bit different, or style 3. It's the same. So let's go back to style 1. So we can change those colors. How can we do that? I can click over here. This is color 1. That's the main color, which is seen over here. If I hover over it, the color changes to color 2. So if I would change color 1 to pink and color 2 to green, it would look like this. Well, that's it. Perfect. Now I want to go to color 1. Let's see. Something like this. And if I hover over it, I want to have the same color. So I grab this color, the color code, go to color 2, paste it, and then make it a bit darker by dragging it down. Not too much. Or I drag it to the left. I'm okay with that. We can take a look at the fonts. So if I go back to typography, we did this before, we can change the heading. If I scroll down, I don't like the text over here. I want it to be bigger. So I can go to the base font, body font, click over here. And I can make it bigger by clicking here, arrow up, like that. And then I want to change the line height. If I increase this over here, the line height, look at this, it becomes a bit too much. So let's say 2. Okay. Let's take a look at this. That's not working correctly. So for now, I'm happy. I don't like this color, but I can change it on the homepage. I click on publish. So those were the global stylings, and now we can adjust individual styling elements. So in order to edit this page, I click on edit page. There we are at the WordPress editor again. Then I click over here. I go to the first container. I can click over here again. And now if I go to this area at the right, if you don't see that, click over here. I go to style, then I see the background. I can focus on the area. So for instance, position, right now you see this area. If I drag it to her face, it changes a bit. not too much because it depends on the size of the image. But what I can do over here at image overlay, I want to make use of a lighter color. That can totally change the look and feel. Maybe something like that. Or warm. Then I can increase or decrease what should be, how much of the color should be shown in the image. So you can change the look and feel of your homepage by playing around with this slider. Or something like this and then drag it a lot to the left. If you drag it all the way to the left, be careful that the white text is still visible. So I would prefer a dark bluish color, not too much. Okay, over here I can also take a look at the opacity. And what I also like here at attachment, right now if I scroll down, it scrolls with us, but I want to make it fixed. So the attachment here, fixed, I love this. This makes it look so much better in my opinion. So if I scroll down, do I have more images? Yes, over here. So again, style, attachment, fixed. I love that. I love that. It looks so much better. So over here, this looks a little bit weird. What is going on over here? Well, I can go to the settings over here. So of the container, which contains 4 info boxes, I click on the container so I can adjust the style of the container. So if I click here, I will adjust the style of this box, but I want to adjust the whole container. So I go to the container, close this, and then over here, let me see, general, I scroll down, I can decrease the width. Prefer not to do that. I can change the minimum height, so it should be bigger. How about 450? Equal heights, that's what I prefer, like that. Then I click on update. And now, look at this. It all aligns better. Okay. And of course, if you want to change the text, you can just click over here and change it. That's how easy it is. I love that. Really nice. So also over here, I want to edit the original. This is the footer call to action. I click over here. I go to the style. Focus on face. And then over here, I can make it dark, but less transparent. That's what I also will do back over here. Overlay, dark, but not too dark. Refresh. So it looks like that. There's more you can do, by the way. There's so much you can do. You can also choose an overlay type with 2 colors. So let's say this one at the one hand and this one at the other hand. You can play around with the angle, bring it to the right or to the left. Here's the angle, so I can turn it around. Yeah, normally I don't do that in tutorials. I cleared it. So let me bring it back to this one. Or this one, advanced or basic. So now I can see the colors. And then over here I can adjust the opacity. So you see there's a lot that is possible. When I would go to tesla.com. This video is sponsored by Tesla. No, it's not. But you see this logo, and here you see the WordPress logo. So in order to change that, I can go to the customizer. And in the same tutorial where you can learn how to create a logo, you can also learn how to create a favicon, because this is called a favicon. This is also a favicon. So I click on site identity, and I can select a site icon. Upload files, select files. I created one. Go to my desktop. There it is. Select, skip the cropping, publish. Now if I close this, we have our own favicon. So then we can go to the other pages. Make sure that the background is the same. Change the content if you need to. What do you offer? Adjust the text if it's necessary. You can use AI to enhance the text. You can add pricings over here. And since we want people to book with us, when you click on book now, you go to the contact page. So your website is getting better and better, and we can extend it with more features. We can do two things right now. We want to have a call to action. A call to action is a button or something on your website that invites people to take action. You can have a beautiful website, but of course you have a goal with your website. My goal with my website is to have more clients, customers that will get a massage from me or my wife, or have a spa experience, or the spa and massage experience, including a lunch. That's my goal. That's what I offer. So I need to have a call to action so people can take action. Well, in this website, we have a call to action, book now, or people can go to the contact page and fill in a form. But I will also show you another way on how you can get new clients. So let me show you how. So here we can edit the page. And then we could say, call us to make an appointment. But we're not living in 1999. So the best thing would be to have a form where people can fill in some details and book an appointment at your place. So over here, I can click. Let me go over here, go to the form, and we can click on the plus, but it's a bit limited. I can browse all. So look at this. I can let people fill in their phone number, so I can call them to make an appointment. I can let people make a selection. There can be a date picker, but the date picker is not interactive. So when somebody reserves a spot for a certain day and a certain time, that time will not be locked then in this builder. So it's up to you. You can say, call us to make an appointment, show your number over here, and then you can make an appointment. That's how I do it with my massage person in Maasluis. But what I don't like when I call her or I send a text message, I need to have interaction in order to make an appointment. What I rather have is just fill in a form, see which spots are left, and then book it. Well, the same makers of this amazing plugin that will help you to make a website using AI also have another tool called Late Point. So if you would go to ferdy.com/late point, hit enter. Look how easy this is. You can go for a haircut, choose a person, of course, Olivia. Let's see when she's still available. That is what you can create using this. I will make a tutorial about it. So I implemented it over here. Look at this. What do I want? I want to have a spa experience. I want to be treated by my wife. And there are time slots. So I want to do it at Friday. On Friday, let's do from 9 a.m. Now, when I book this, that time slot will be locked for the next customer. So look how nice it looks. I can fill in my details over here. I can add extra comments. Next step, submit. I can even add a payment method to this. I can add it to my own calendar. I can create an account. So if you want to learn how to create forms like these, then click over here and you can watch that tutorial. It's not live yet, but when it is, I'll make sure that the right link is over here. So that's how you can make a WordPress website using WordPress and AI. Thank you for watching this tutorial. What you can do now, you can follow a few follow-up tutorials. For instance, how to make your website rank using Rank Math or Yoast SEO. I have tutorials about that on my YouTube channel. You can learn how to create a web shop. So build a web shop on top of your current website so you can sell products on the internet. I have an in-depth tutorial. I'll show you right now where you can find it. It is a WooCommerce tutorial. Then you can learn how to build an email list using ConvertKit. You can watch a tutorial by searching for ConvertKit tutorial Ferdy. And if you want to make money with affiliate marketing, my favorite way to make money, then you could start to watch my affiliate marketing tutorial. It's an 8-hour tutorial that shows you everything I know on how you can make money with affiliate marketing. Having said that, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. One more thing, two more things actually. I will create an in-depth tutorial about WP Zip. That's the program we use to create our website using AI. I will go more in depth into that. I will also talk about the pro features. And there's also a tutorial about LatePoint. I have to make it yet, but when it's available, I will show you here on the screen where it is. So you can click on it and watch that tutorial. Well, thank you for watching this tutorial. Feel free to like the video and subscribe for more upcoming WordPress related tutorials that will help you to make a website that can generate you money. See you next time. Ciao.